Hey guys, it's Emma. So today's video is going to be a story time video, and it is probably going to be the most exciting video that I've ever uploaded on my channel, like in the history of uploads ever, and I'm super excited about it. It's currently 12:35 a.m. and if that's not the definition of jet lag slash procrastination, then I don't know what is. It's 12:35 a.m. on Saturday, April 1st. And I'm uploading this on Saturday, April 1st. So you guys will see this in like 12 hours or something like that. But yeah, this is going to be a story time on, it's crazy to say this, but the time that Mel Joy came to my house and surprised me. So I'm going to start off by saying that if you're new to my channel and you've never seen my face before, then hey, I'm Emma and I make new videos every single week. So you should definitely subscribe if you are not already. You should know where the button is, so go find it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. We're really close to 800 subscribers, which is insane. We've been getting really fast. I've been watching the numbers like grow up today only. Like it's been going up crazy amounts. And yeah, you know our goal's 1,000, which it would be amazing, and I am doing a giveaway when I reach 1,000, so let's get it up there. And also follow me on all social medias. They're always updated on my life. That is very boring, but a lot of people like to stay up to date on it. Not really, not a lot of people do, but if you want to, then they're always down there. Let's just get right on into the video. So first off, I'm repping my girl. If you want to go buy some merch, bit.ly/meljoy with a capital M and a capital J. This one is a hoodie that's super soft, and it says, I hope you're having a marvelous morning, afternoon, or night. My girl. And then I'm also wearing my necklace. Gotta represent. She should make this into a choker. 12 out of 10. I'm gonna start off by saying that I have a fan page on Twitter for Mel, and I've had it for 10 months, I think. I don't know, I made it in summer 2016. Yeah, I've had it on there for a while, so we started talking, like she followed me and would always like my tweets and stuff, and like I would always start to like DM her and stuff, you know what I mean? And if you remember the last video, the last storytime video with Mel, was when she called me on the phone. She prank called me, blah 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 blah. So if you watched that, then you kind of know what I'm saying, but if you didn't, then I will link it down below and I'll put it in a wherever it is in one of these corners, if you want to watch that, to get kind of a backstory of like our friendship, I guess. Maybe a month after, I just randomly DM'd her on Twitter and was like, hey, will you add me on Snapchat? She was like, yeah, of course, what is it? So she added me on Snapchat, and now we have a Snapchat streak and stuff, and like our Snapchat streak's pretty long, like not gonna lie. We're good friends. I decided maybe I should invite her to my sweet 16 because I'm turning 16 next week. I'm having a huge sweet 16 party, so I invite, because on the phone I was like, hey, you should come to my sweet 16. She was like, when is it? I was like, April. She's like, oh well, maybe I will be in the area or something like that. So I sent her a sweet 16 invite to her PO box, and it had my return address on it and then her address, you know, sending it. Just got a text, I'm popular. I'm just kidding. It's a group chat. So I Snapchatted her like 2 weeks ago and I was like, hey, did you get my sweet 16 invite? And she was like, no, I haven't been to my PO box in a while. She was lying. She went to the PO box and she saw my address and stuff and kind of kept it in the back of her mind because her grandparents live in Orlando, which is 2 hours away from where I live in Florida. She's in Orlando right now visiting her grandparents because she's on spring break. So she was planning apparently to come surprise me before she flew to Orlando. But she was working with She was working with my friend Morgan, who is a froyo babe, has a Twitter account, is a fan of Mel, etc. To surprise me and make sure that I was going to be home. So Morgan FaceTimed me to make sure I was home and blah, 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 blah. But I'm getting kind of like ahead of myself. So Mel decided to put my address in to Maps, which she had from the Sweet 16 invitation, and drove to my house one day. Randomly. I was not expecting it at all. So I'm gonna, I guess, fast forward to like when she came to my house. So yeah, Morgan was working with her, and Morgan texted me like the day before I met Mel, and was like, hey, can we FaceTime tomorrow? Like, I really miss you. And I was like, yeah, of course. So she FaceTimed me just to make sure I would be home. I was home, and then I was expecting my math tutor to be coming because she was supposed to come, and I'm not doing so hot in math. So the guard gate called, because I have like a front gate at the front of my house to let people in and stuff. So the guard gate called, and they were like, hey, we have Michael here at the front gate. I was like, who's Michael? So I give the phone to my mom. And at the time, I didn't know what they were saying. They started talking, and my mom's like, oh, okay, whatever. And I didn't hear what they were saying, which I found out later that they were saying, like, it's a surprise for Emma, like, please let him in or something. But I didn't find that out till after. And then the doorbell rang, and I was still on FaceTime with Morgan. And I was like, oh, I'll call you back. My tutor's here. I'll call you back. And Morgan was like, wait, no, don't hang up. But I did because, like, I thought it was my tutor. So I'm in my room getting my math stuff, gonna bring it out to the front table to be tutored. And my brother is the one who opens the door. And he knows who Mel is because I, you know, make him watch, not necessarily make him, like, he actually enjoys watching Mel's videos because everybody enjoys watching them. But he opened the door and he obviously recognized it was her, and he told me after the fact that he was kind of just like, what is going on? And so Mel was like, hey, is your sister here? Is Emma here or something? And Cameron was like, yeah. So Cameron called into me. He was like, hey, Emma, she's at the front door or something. And so I was like, oh, it's my tutor. Can't she just come inside? He's like, no, you need to come to the front door. And I was like, oh my gosh, am I in trouble? Like, what did I do? And I walk outside and I see a girl that has like long brown hair and then shorts and a crop top, and I'm like, that's not my tutor. Who is that? And like, I had like a split second thought where I was like, oh my gosh, it's Mel, ha 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 ha, like that looks like something Mel would wear. And then I walk out and I see her face, and I don't remember exactly what my reaction is. Mel uploaded a video, or she is uploading a video, so I don't know which video you're seeing first. If you're seeing this video first, then go watch Mel's video after this. But if you already saw Mel's video and you're coming from her channel, then hey, what's up, hello. But yeah, she uploaded, or is uploading, the reaction of me opening the door and stuff. So I opened the door, I think I was like, oh my god or something, and then I ran up to her, gave her a hug. I was like, what are you doing here? She's like, yeah, I drove here, we figured we would do it because I can't make it to your Sweet 16. So yeah, Michael is her dad at the guard gate. Michael is her dad. So I invited them in, obviously, because I'm not just gonna like sit, you know, I don't know. I invited them in, and it turns out Cameron, after he opened the door, he runs up to my mom. He goes, Mom, Mel Joy's at the front door. And then, so Mel walked in, they both walked in, and I was like, Mom, were you in on this? She's like, in on what? I was like, this is Mel. And she was like, oh my gosh. Like, my mom was totally surprised too. She got all of us. It was so good. Like, I don't even know what to say. So she came in, we talked for a while. We FaceTimed a couple of the Froyo babes and other people that we thought would want to hear from Mel. We put stuff on our Snapchat stories, and then I took her in my room, like right here. She touched that tapestry right there over somewhere. And then she knocked down my water, but there was nothing in it. It was funny. She's like, oh no, I see you drinking that agua. Little does she know it was sweet tea, but I'm not gonna break her heart and tell her that. But she's probably watching this video, so yikes. So we decided, looking at the photo that I have of her on my wall, and I just remembered that she walked in and she saw that and she was like, oh my gosh, who was that? So we go to dinner. I get in the car with Mel and Michael. I feel like I shouldn't say Michael. I get in the car with Mel and her dad, and so we're following my mom to the mall to go to California Pizza Kitchen for dinner. In the car, she told me, like, her and her dad both told me, like, tips for, you know, making it big on YouTube and stuff. And, like, I was just saying, like, how it was frustrating because I've had my channel for 6 years. And it's kind of, I've noticed, like, either you make it or you break it on getting big on YouTube. Because, you know, I've had my channel for 6 years and it hasn't taken off, which is fine. I'm not here for the numbers or the subscribers or the money or whatever. I'm here because I genuinely love doing it. But yeah, we were just talking about that, and she was like, it's so crazy how big it took off and how much it took off in like just her town. Like people that are not even into the whole YouTube thing, they know who Mel is because her town's so, I don't know. But she was explaining that to me, and it was like crazy to think that like she's just a normal teenager. Like she's just like you and I. Which is like, I think that a lot of people don't understand that when you're a fangirl or you're in a fandom or whatever. Like you're like, oh my gosh, goddess, mom, like whatever. And like I do that too, all like so much, it's not even funny. But like she's a normal, like she's one of us. It's like insane to think that. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah. So we go to CPK. My friend works there who actually watches Mel. His name's Kyle. And I walk in and he comes up and I'm like, hey Kyle. And he's like, at first he said that he was like, oh, that's Mel. And then he was like, no, she's in California. Like, what is she doing here? And so he walks closer and he realizes it's Mel, and Kyle goes, oh my God, is there something you need to tell me, Emma? And then Mel walks up to him and goes, hey, or I don't know what she said, but she gave him a hug, and then he was like, it's so great to finally meet you or something. So Kyle sat us at our table. We sat in the back table, and it was me, Mel's dad, my mom, and then my two brothers. And then Cameron showed Mel a bunch of magic tricks, and Mel was like, yeah, you're almost as good as Collins, but like being sarcastic. Like, I don't know, because if you know who Collins is, like he's just an amazing magician. I'm not a very healthy person. I'm a very picky eater. I ordered mac and cheese and I'm sitting next to Mel, who's eating like a full-on salad with like avocado and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. And then I got a lemonade. She got a water. I was like, probably should have gotten something healthy when I'm trying to impress someone, but that's okay. So we took photos, and then we had to say our goodbyes, which was really sad, but like it's not like I'm never gonna see her again. I hope I see her again on tour or something, or playlist or VidCon, or one of these days I will see her again. But she was honestly the sweetest, most kind soul that I could ever like imagine to look up to. Not very many people do that with their fans, like just randomly show up at their house one day and surprise them. The fact that she takes the time to do that and to make her fans that happy and to interact with them, like, is the reason why I look up to her, and the reason why so many other girls like me do. It was the best 5 or 6 hours of my entire life, and I never expected it to happen. I was over the moon when I got a phone call from her, let alone getting to hang out with her. Was the most memorable experience that I've had, and I can't thank you enough, Mel, for taking the time out of your vacation, out of your spring break, to come do that and to come interact with fans. It means the absolute world to me. I can't even explain how much it means to me. Thank you so unbelievably much. Thank you to Mel's dad for driving her 3 hours to come see me. And thank you for being so sweet and giving me advice and giving my mom advice and just kind of showing us the ropes of what having a career in YouTube is like. Thank you to Mama Meljoy for letting Mel do this, because I know it can be scary to go to like a stranger's house and not know what you're getting yourself into. But thank you. I've never been so, I don't know if I've ever actually like been surprised in like that element of surprise, and you got me. Thank you to Mel's grandma for letting me borrow Mel for a couple of hours. It means the world to me. And yeah, thank you to Morgan for setting this up and keeping it a secret, even though I low-key hate you for keeping it a secret because I needed time to do my hair and makeup. But I love you so crazy much. And thank you to the furry babes, because this would not be possible without any of you guys, because I wouldn't be as close to her, and I don't think any of us would be as close to her without the Furry Babes group chat. So yeah, that is what happened with Mel. You can go watch her video if you haven't seen it already, and if you're coming from her video, you should totally subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about story times with Mel or just anything in general. So yeah, if you guys like this video, then be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below telling me what other videos you guys want to see in the future. Also, you can check my Instagram if you want to see photos that I've posted of Mel and I, because there might only be one, but I can assure you that there will be more going up soon, because an iconic moment. We need to remember this, am I right? Should I do Mel's outro since it's like a special occasion? I'm gonna do Mel's outro. I love you guys to infinity and beyond. I mean it when I say it, and I hope you know that. And I hope that you are having a marvelous morning, afternoon, or night. And I will see you in my next video. Deuces.